What is good, Alpha family? I hope everyone is having a great time. My apologies for this being a little later than what I expected. Today was my little brother's birthday, so we had a lot of preparation and time, but I cannot miss this devotional. Also, too, I want to thank you, Lauren, for passing this on to me, and I want to say that we are continuing to pray for those who are in Thailand. May it be fruitful within your experience, and the Lord has already guided you guys and allowed you to be there safe, so may you just be able to continue to just guide you guys' steps. I'm in 1 Kings 17, and we're talking about Elijah, and this is a good one. I really wanted to put this one. I feel like the Lord definitely put this one on my mind. At this time we have Elijah, and he basically knows that there's going to be a drought. Okay, it says in verse 17, it says there will be no dew or rain during the next few years until I give the word. So Elijah at this time has been sent by the Lord, and he says drink from the brook and eat from the ravens. Okay, so next you know that God is giving him this brook into which he's able to, get his water, and he's able to also to get his meat and bread from the mouths of ravens. And this reminded me instantly of Matthew 6:26, where we know that God says, birds neither reap nor sow, but our Father, he feeds them day after day. So God will feed us. He will provide for us. Okay. How much more are we valuable to the lives of a sparrow, right? And so then we know as he has camped there, eventually the brook had dried up because there was no more rainfall. But Elijah didn't move immediately as it, dried up. We said the Lord had called him to go to a widow. He instructed him, and he said, this widow will feed you. Now, as he went to this widow says, I only have a little bit of oil and a little bit of wheat. Okay, but he says, trust me, trust my Father, go make and prepare some, and you will basically have that replenished. And so we see as she listens and obeys, she goes and she cooks the little bit of oil she has from the bottom of her jug, and she gets a little bit of flour that she has. I meant to say flour instead of wheat, my fault. She gets a little bit of flour that she has, and next thing you know, it says that they were able to continue to eat for many days. So the Lord was literally replenishing her throughout this thing. Okay, there's a step of faith. This woman had to trust and put her faith into that. Elijah had to put his faith into God, that he's going to provide for him, that he's going to make a good way. Okay, and then throughout this time, her son ends up falling ill and dying. And it gets to a point where she even says, has the Lord come here to basically, call me out for my sins? And he goes, no. I'm going to take your son. And he prays over and over. It says in verse 21, he stretched over him and prayed for the child 3 times. Remember, our prayers are heard. Okay, if it may not be immediately, we must be fervently within prayer. Okay, we must earnestly be able to just keep calling out to the Lord. And it says that the Lord heard Elijah's prayers, and he returned and revived the life of that child. And that reminded me of Romans 8:28, for all things work together for those who love God and who are called according to his purpose. Okay, because Elijah went and did this in a time of that, he was able to be fed by this woman. Her food and her abundance was able to be restored. Okay, she was able to now have more, and then her son's life was able to be restored as well. We don't know, maybe if Elijah didn't go at the time the Lord told him to, or if he went earlier, her son could have fell ill and ended up dying. So everything works on his time. Okay, all things work together for the good. Okay, God has been watching us. He is a provider. Where you are now, he will use that to make you be put into an amazing position. So just praise him and give all grace to him. I want to pass it on next to Elizabeth. I feel like you have a really good one. I'm going to pass it on to you.